Are at West Hollywood and we are going live. Let's see how we can get this going for you. Hang on, I'm gonna put you in the.
Don't put me on.
Hold on. Sugar. Hang on, I gotta take off the case. Alright, sorry about that mouse confusion. Good thing that nobody caught up yet. Alright, you ready? Let's see how we go. We are in front or behind of Mike, and we will find out what West Hollywood traffic is like during rush hour. Sounds like a whole lot of fun. We went to West Hollywood with Alex Glasgow, one of the live streamers, and while I was feeding meters, they was out walking around, and we can't say that the reception was the greatest. It sounded that like there was a little bit of confrontation when I was listening to Alex's live stream. Usually we're driving west into the sun, and that had always killed my live streams before. So this way, going into the east, I'm not driving into the sun. And I just plugged in your phone charger. I have someone riding with me, riding shotgun today. So let's see what kind of an adventure. Oh, an officer on the left was showing some love. I'm not sure who said that. I don't know if you guys can hear that when I'm hearing on my headphones, but they were just talking about an officer showing love. And it was interesting because yesterday we had taken a convoy to Barstow. Or wait a minute, no, that was today, I think. Yeah, it was today when we were coming to West Hollywood that there was an officer who had driven up beside Mike in the lead truck and turned on his lights as he passed him, and he was just showing his respect. So that was really cool to see. So this is the People's Convoy. The People's Convoy who had taken the trip to West Hollywood. There were a few convoys that had gone out. But we all went in different directions.
We got a lot of people's attention tonight.
Yeah, it was really, when I was watching Alex's live stream, it was really disappointing how, was that a stay there? it was really disappointing how many people didn't even want to take the information. How many zombies, I'll put it that way. So if you want to see what had gone on earlier today, look Alex Glasgow on YouTube. And I had put him out on other social media, so pound GLoLady, and that'll catch the stream on other media platforms that I put them out to. Thank you. Someone beside me, which is out of your viewing distance, just gave me a thumbs up. So in West Hollywood, that's always nice to see. It's the guy over here that's going to pass us on the left, the black Audi. He's the one who had given me a thumbs up, so that was cool. Driving here with the shutters down and the bars, it reminds me of downtown Miami. I used to love to go downtown Miami to buy fabrics when I was designing clothing. And I was like a kid in a candy store because you could find any fabric you wanted. It was really, really
Oh, look
cool.
at that.
What's that?
She got a whole kitchen set
A whole
up
kitchen
outside.
setup? Is
at
that
all of it.
to sell, or was that
I
for
think
the
that's
homeless?
for- I
Or
don't know.
it must be to sell because it looks like there's quite a few vendors that have little pop-up tents that
Yeah,
are on
got
the
closed.
street. We're at Western Avenue and
Melrose
Santa Monica Boulevard. So that's really cool to see. I wonder if they charge for permits for them to do that, or if they just allow them to set up.
Did you know that a lot, we were walking down the street, we were handing out pamphlets, and the guy said if you're homeless, you can't smoke weed, it's illegal for you to smoke weed.
If you're homeless, you cannot smoke weed even though it's legal? Really? Wow.
It's legal for everybody but the...
Sorry, guy. Uh-oh, Thomas is ready to run. Thomas, you're gonna have to get in the back. Come on, Tom, hop in the back. Thomas is my cat. I travel with my cat and my 4 dogs. And Thomas is like, hey man, it's supper time. Yeah, he's just been hanging out in the back seat. Or back on one of his spots in the back. And that's where he retired to. It's like, okay, I can see this is no place that I really want to jump out. So he just ran, well, jumped in one leap from the dashboard into the back.
I thought these were his dogs.
Kim was just talking about the puppies being on the front seat.
Ah!
And it's like, what do you mean? My dogs, yeah, but you're sitting in their seat.
Oh, see, I thought they all laid on
Whoa.
He did that on purpose.
Oh, yeah, he really snuck right on in there. This Honda Civic that's going to be pulling in front of me. Yeah, luckily I caught him out of
Don't work, buddy.
I caught him out of my mirror before we met.
Into this now, bud.
Yeah. All right, freeway entrance. Woohoo! Look at this, baby. What was I saying about getting out of Dodge before rush hour? Well, that didn't quite manifest. And some people had ideas to go to the beach, but one of the drivers cannot drive after dark, so that was not an option. I mean, I don't really like driving in rush hour. I would much rather
You
sit
gone
around
over
and
right behind
wait.
us, dude.
Although we did have a good time driving rush hour in DC. Well, no, we weren't even rush hour in DC. The cops just made it rush hour in DC by the closure of the
Right?
exits. Yeah. Well, at least we get a shot from this side of the city. I had tried to get a shot earlier today. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Over one.
Yeah.
Gonna lose our ride.
This car won't let me over.
Just stop right there and he's on it. Okay.
Okay, we got over. So yeah, I don't know if you can hear or
See, open the
you know
spot.
what
Don't
you
get
can
anybody
hear
else in here. Because our boys
when
gotta
other
get over.
people talk in on our other channel because I'm hearing that. I don't have a CB, so I can't hear what's going on in the other cars. That was the nice thing about listening to Alex on the way here. He could give me, or I could listen to the chatter that was going on. Okay, Izzy just went through a tunnel. But I have no idea if the chat that I'm listening to on Zello, if you can hear that through my headphones, or you know if it's coming through headphones and speaker. But one person, Izzy.
Izzy wasn't with us
Oh no,
today.
that was a different one because I heard Mud Pig mentioned, and Mud Pig is most definitely not on this journey. So it sounds like there are some of us who are going home. What was that?
Are you on the four-wheelers or are you on the convoy?
Convoy. Oh, there you go. That was on Zello.
Caleb, just so you know, from the trucker CB chat, I hear there is a meeting tonight.
Okay, well, my ride has her Zello on, so that's a good thing because now I don't have to ask that question if you can hear.
Caleb, just so you know, from the
through my headphones to what they're seeing. So when you hear it on Zello, that is Convoy. Keeping people together and safe. That's the whole thing about it. Let me make sure my phone, okay, my phone isn't hot. We are in rush hour traffic in West Hollywood at the moment. For those who have recently joined us, I see passing little Bangladesh, or next exit is. So those of you who know West Hollywood, well, I'm sure that you can tell me.
Be careful with that first, Izzy. Careful.
Okay, well, what you're hearing is a different convoy. I don't know who's on this one. Yeah, I don't know who's on, but you'll hear what's going on with the other convoy. And hopefully my camera my phone is at an angle that you can at least see some of the side instead of just in the truck in front of us. I can see some palm trees over there to the right hand side. So I know that you are getting some of the scenery. It's like when you're in rush hour traffic, you don't want to leave too much room in front of you because that's when people hop in and out. And I would stay as close to the vehicle in front of me as I can. Yes, that is opposite of when I usually drive in traffic, but in rush hour like this, I gotta pay attention. And I would love to relax, but not on this one, not right now. So we're gonna keep inching our way. This is my very first time in LA, and considering how much fun
They're over the line.
I have just dealing with Asheville, North Carolina traffic. Or, oh, I forgot about the wind. Sorry, people, if there was some wind coming in. Um, or like Daytona, Florida, or Miami, Florida, the traffic, or Orlando, any of the above traffic. Oh, here we go. We got somebody that's wanting to talk.
Because you're riding in lane 4, head out.
So I'm not quite sure what's going on. That car is going to jump back in front of me, or if it's going to lead. So we'll just have to wait and see what they're going to do. They're heading out. Oh yeah, that's something I forgot to put on the date. And today is April the 13th, Wednesday. It is my grandson's, my youngest grandson, is 5 months old today. And that is why I am doing what I am doing. It's grandparents against mandates. Grandparents arise, and I'm not quite sure if it's .com or .org, but you can check that one out.
Almost a full moon.
Yeah, it is almost a full moon. We were just reminded. You still have on your Zello?
No.
Oh, you turned it off? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like I was saying, I wasn't quite sure if you were hearing that or not, but Kim turned it off since it's not really talking about our convoy.
Well, no, because every time I get on and I ride with somebody, I'm part of the mechanics crew, so I got to drop pins if any accidents or anything else happens.
Oh,
And I
gotcha.
have to have it on all the time, so when I actually get the chance to shut it off, I certainly do.
Ah, gotcha. All right. Well, we will not worry about that car that popped up ahead of us, because obviously they know what they're doing and where they're going. And they
one
don't
ours?
want to get in front of us. Yeah, the white car, I'm not quite sure. That's the bad thing. Well, bad thing, good thing, I don't know what you want to call it. But you really don't know everybody
Some people
except
don't
by their
follow the
car.
rules.
It's like, oh, you're the one who drives
The
that.
white car.
That was like Mike. I didn't know that the truck in front of me, that I never met Mike and knew that he was the one who drove the car or the truck.
Mhm.
I mean, we'd pass them as we were convoying.
That's the thing, you meet, everybody in the group. it's like as each week goes by, you spend time with each
Different
group or
people.
different people. And
Yeah,
that's how we kind of become family because like everybody knows each other by name now.
yeah, yeah. A lot of people do. I'm
And I
hoping
mean,
that you
there's a
can
lot
hear
of us
what Kim was
remember
saying. She
names.
was saying about, people, we know each other by name. That's how we really know each other.
We break bread with each other every night.
Yeah, we break bread with each other every night. Except for when it's cold, and then I go in and
Aww.
I would just beep beeping at somebody who was setting up or going
Just
under a
on the
bridge.
sign.
And what the sign say? Could you read it?
No, it was just somebody's name, I believe.
We
And
don't
the
know.
lettering was too small for me to read it.
Yeah, we don't know what the sign had said. It wasn't a typical supporter who are usually out with American flags and larger readable signs. That looked like it was just um, one line and not a big marker either.
She's out for her own little world.
Who's that? The one that just went by?
Mhm.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot today. People were really in their own little world.
Yeah. Some were really receptive, and it was like you could tell which ones were jabbed. They were like friggin' robots.
You're getting the brake check soon, Izzy. It's slowing down.
They wouldn't even look you in the eye, man.
They couldn't even look at you?
They wouldn't look you in the eye.
Really? Wow. Okay, lane
Or,
3,
or you
heavy
just
traffic.
had ignorant ones that didn't realize what we're doing, and in turn, some of us can get lippy, and it's like, but we love you. We're fighting for your freedom too.
Yeah,
That's the best way that I can say that. You don't have to understand it.
yeah. I think that was a lot of Alex's when he was doing it, when he was saying about 12-year-old Vex and Vex.
Yeah,
Or,
me too.
oh, sugar, I
you
should
gotta-
not have mentioned that magic word.
you
He
gotta.
should have mentioned something else, and be careful because I'm live on YouTube, so
All
we
right.
can't
So
mention
anyway,
that.
though,
The bills.
What we were talking about, right? But I backed it right up with the Emergencies Act because
Right.
without,
Right,
as
without
long
the
as that
Emergencies Act.
is in order, it's just like Canada.
Yeah.
Look, they can pull martial law on us. They
Yes.
can make up any laws that they want to. As long as that, why do you think they're pushing these bills?
Yeah,
Because the Emergency Act is in, and when the Emergency Act is in, we don't count. They can rule over everything, and I think that's what people don't understand. Because we can stand up for these 10 bills all we want, and if that Emergency Act isn't lifted,
right.
it kind of makes it futile.
That's it. That's it.
But that's why we're here. We're trying to wake people up, get awareness. These are the 10 bills that's crazy. I mean, a parent will not have any consent
Any
over
control
their
over their child, yeah.
period. That means that medical, your kid becomes a lab rat for the government.
Well, that is like that boy. Let me try to think what the name. It's on Telegram, where they had medically kidnapped a child because the mother did not take him for a doctor's appointment.
Right.
Do you know what the name of the little kid
No,
is?
was that the day of the rally when we were down there? Because there was a 12-year-old little girl that is vax. What do you call it? Vax injured.
Injured. Yeah.
Right. And this isn't
Well-
misinformation I've got.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
this
think I have
was
blue
other. This was other. He had other medical issues that I
Right
could
in the
see.
right.
Whoa, there we go. Do you guys see that? How they weave so nicely up in front of other cars, in and out of cars.
Kelly, I didn't think you had to wear helmets.
Well, maybe some people are smarter than others. Maybe they wear them because Gary Busey, you know, crashed and burned without a helmet.
You're abusing.
Or Busey,
Is
or
he dead?
no, he actually survived. That was quite a few years, maybe a decade even.
Well, that's why his teeth are so messed up.
That could be.
They're like 2 sizes too big for his face. You ever
Yeah,
notice that
yeah,
when
he
you talk?
was mangled pretty good without a helmet. So I can understand why, even though, you know, it's not mandatory to wear a helmet, why someone would want to wear a helmet in downtown LA.
Watch,
and
watch,
that's
watch,
where
watch.
we're at.
Don't leave enough room for a car to get
Oh,
in
you
there 'cause
know
they're
it.
gonna try.
You know it. I'm kissing the butt in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you leave
Hold
more than a
on,
car
now.
length, then
Hold
that's
on.
it. So what's behind? Can you see any flags behind
No,
us?
not directly behind you, but right behind them. Now.
Okay, so they are pretty much.
There's a couple.
Okay.
There's one flag that I see with them.
All right. Well, hopefully everybody has a GPS and.
Because we're ahead, you know what I mean?
What's that?
And I ain't got my damn Zello. And ain't nobody from our group talking anyway. So there ain't no sense in me having it on, because the only reason I need to have it on is if somebody broke down. But since ain't nobody got Zello, I wouldn't know they broke down anyway.
Well, it's interesting because whoever on Zello was just in lane 3 creeping along just fine, just fine. So wherever that other convoy is that's in lane 3 creeping along just fine.
Okay.
Hey.
And it might be our convoy. I don't think so, though. I didn't think
No,
he
Izzy's
came
not
with
here
us.
and Mudpig isn't here.
Right.
So it has to be the other convoy that's traveling in lane. Same lane, same traffic.
Hey, we do it right, man. We do it in uniform. I think Alex was pretty happy, you know, I mean,
Oh yeah, he was really happy.
Simon was driving me nuts, you know, but I understand what he does. I just wish he would have kept moving along, you know what I mean? When we got security officers say, you know, time to move along. Well, hey man, we're trying to get people to hear, but we respect it, you know, so we got the megaphone. We can move down a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You definitely, when they tell you to move along,
Yeah.
anything after a warning, you know, is giving them. I wonder if he fixed that tail light, because now.
Simon did really good though, man. He went through and read the mandate, you know what I mean, the laws that they were gonna pass. And you wouldn't believe you'd see him out of the crowds, man, the ones that
This car
started
is
waking
not
up.
allowing me to get in.
Well,
I know.
you're right in behind him.
I'm gonna
That's what
try.
he's waiting for. Put your fucking turn signal on and
It's
start going over.
on.
Start going over. Just go over.
All right, that Mercedes just left me in. Thank
They
you.
didn't have a choice.
Well, no, I mean I wouldn't have
Dude,
hit
I learned
him.
how to drive. You better be fucking. Oh, you better be defensive. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get her demonetized.
Oh no, I've been demonetized and deplatformed for years. Yeah, not that I had made a whole lot of money.
I've only got 180 something subscribers.
Okay, exit 32, lane 4, so it's definitely not us because we're in lane 2, coming upon, I don't even know what exit. Or is this the bridge with all the homeless that are parked on top of the
I
bridge?
think so.
So let's see how much of we can give ya. Like I said, it's hard watching a box truck in front of
Yeah, but
you.
as you can see, man, there's a camper, there's a car
Yeah,
with
there's
plastic
camper,
over it.
there's a
There's
tent, another
over here,
camper.
and I can't.
And I know that there were tents in between that you could
Right,
see
right.
when we came from the other side. But that side was kind of blocked.
Yeah, I can't see that. No, I don't see no tents up there now.
Yeah, I didn't grab any photos earlier. My camera, for some reason, shut off and went black. It froze up. Lately it's been freezing up. And today it went black. And there was a perfect photo op on the way here. But my camera was black.
Which today?
Today is the 13th of April.
Do you know what day?
Wednesday.
I think that's gonna be a full moon tomorrow.
Saturday.
Looks.
Yeah, Saturday's
I
full
don't know. It
moon.
looks almost full, like only a quarter missing.
Yeah, well, that is only 3 more days. 3 more days and it's a holiday. She's a full moon. Okay, let's stamp on the butt in front of us. Sorry, guys. Once we get out on the highway, I'm sure it'll be a better view.
Right.
But for right now, this is best you're gonna get. There we go. There we got some shots of Hollywood. Won't
Jesus
be
is with me.
getting any really good photo ops. Well, you never know. We might get some good ones.
Wow, my legs are hurting. It's a good walk though.
Yeah, that is
I got a
Kim,
picture with
who
Donald
is my
Trump.
co-pilot. So if you're hearing her
Sorry.
coming through, that's who you're hearing.
I can mess up a one-car funeral, girl. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry about that. You can mess up a what?
One-car funeral.
A one-car funeral. That's a good one. Whoa, there goes
Okay.
another one.
What am I
Another
doing?
motorcycle zipping on through. Yeah, I'm hoping that fan, I know sometimes the fans blow loud, but if we do not keep our phones cold, they will shut off on us. So hopefully the microphone is picking up some good sound and not all kinds of other. There we go. How's that? Keep the mic more secluded. That way you won't be getting all of the wind passing in through. Okay, we have a choice. Pasadena, San Pedro. I'm not even sure exactly what highway that we're on.
I've been to all the
I have
places.
my GPS on, but it's not telling me anything. But there again, all we're doing is going straight. But usually when I have my my GPS on, I know how far we're going to be on a certain road, and it does make things a whole lot easier with GPS. Well, there you go. Get to see some sightseeing of what Los Angeles looks like, and really, it's what does the city look like? And there you have it. You might have some art pieces
Izzy, are you hanging in there, buddy?
and buildings designed as art pieces.
Yeah.
And that looks like one of those newer churches because it's definitely not in a Gothic form. Not quite sure what art you would call or architecture that you would call that church that we had
I don't
passed.
think that's a church.
It had a cross on the top.
Is it?
Yeah. So that was my guess that it was a church within four walls because it had a cross on the top.
Why does it gotta have four walls?
No, it was just the architecture. The architecture in that church being four walls and not in a, it wasn't an old church, how's that? It was a newer one that blended in. Now there again, see that building over, well, I don't know if you can, doubt if you can see it. There's an older building on the left-hand side with the red brick, older architecture, and I think I'm gonna let that car in through because it looks like he just wants to go through. Well, I guess he's gonna go in front. That'll work too. That's a funny thing about cars. It's like you let a little bit of room, and instead of, just putting on your brakes and waiting a minute, they'll go in front of the big truck. The
Right.
big truck will stop quick.
No, it won't.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting thing, driving in and out of traffic with vehicles. You find some cars that you wonder where they got their driver's license. I mean, there again, we are only going 15 miles an hour, so
Hey,
considering 15
can you do me a
miles
favor?
an hour is safe
Are
traveling
you at
distance
camp? Are you gonna be at
for the
camp?
vehicle in front of me.
I need my backpack again. I need my backpack again.
Well, lady gave me the not so
Alright, well, we
nice
just left West Hollywood, like the 5 Mission Road exit 20.
look.
So it'll be a while before we get back.
Making sure that I didn't pull that speaker out.
Dude, come on, I
I
really
don't have a real long
Oh, well, if you don't have to leave and you got something.
real long
you're
cord
saying that, like it.
for my headphones where I have my built-in speaker
Alright. Well, I'm home.
into the cord.
Alright, talk to you later. Bye.
So, whoa, look at this. We're moving faster. We are now going 35 miles an hour. Leaving West Nashville. Oops.
Yes.
I mean Hollywood. What's that?
I said those seems so enthusiastic, Lisa.
Oh, didn't it sound enthusiastic?
No, we're now going 35 miles.
Oh, I thought that sounded excited. I mean, speaking of it is 35, so yeah, going around this church. So that's a good thing. Alright, don't know how right this is because I can tell you the road is very bumpy. Alright. Boy, we we have Soto Street, USC, Health Science Campus, Soto. Looks like the spelling is smooth. Or if that's all of the mass chaos that people hit. I could handle that. That way I could back off and you guys would feel a lot more of the scenery. Alright, oops, I spoke too soon. I see great check in front of me.
We're a guy in the sky again, eye in the sky. He's been following us all day, y'all.
The moon, I take it you're talking about?
We're here! Sorry.
No, when I talk, my mouth, my throat will get dry, and depending on how much I talk. But I have a whorehound in my mouth. Hopefully that isn't a distraction either. But whorehounds are good for soothing throats. I have identified flags behind me. I don't quite know how many, but we do have a convoy going. So that in itself is a good thing to know. Wow, look at that house on the right that's up there just on the stilts. It's like, is that leaning? You see that house up on the right with the blue roof?
No, it's not.
It's not leaning? Maybe it's just an optical illusion. But I don't think I would want to live in a house as such. In fact, my last house was of such, where only the kitchen was on firm ground, and the rest were on beams into the ground. But it was at least a 30-foot drop from the upper balcony to the ground. So it wasn't really good for Thomas, my cat, because Thomas, he likes to find cool spots to lay, but then he goes to sleep, and when he's asleep he falls off. So yeah, that would have been a long way down if he would have fallen off of there. So that's how I know about those houses that are built on pillars. The puppies would run through the house and the house would vibrate. And I kept telling them, man, this house is gonna go down. Whether or not it did, I don't know. But City Terrace Drive. I don't know if this is still West Asheville. I don't know why I keep calling Hollywood, California, Asheville. Maybe the traffic reminds me of such. But this is the Hollywood Convoy on April the 13th, and we are heading back to our base camp. When we were downtown, we weren't really getting as great a reception unless you were looking for zombies. If you were on a hunt for zombies, well, then they really did hit the jackpot. But other than that, yeah, it wasn't a welcome mat set out, let alone a red carpet. Yeah, there were quite a few of us who were, well, I guess I should say half and half, that were back at our vehicles ready to go west. One of the drivers can't drive after dark. And the other half, well, really, I mean, going to the beach would have been cool, even though going to the beach meant we'd have to wait till after rush hour. That would have been okay, but like I said, one of the drivers can't drive after dark. So we really didn't have a um, option of going, and it was like to try to get in contact. The only people that I had numbers for were the people that were back at the vehicles. They didn't have anyone else's number to give them a call. I was on Alex's stream and commenting, but I don't know how much, or rather, how many comments that he saw. Other than I know that he kind of freaked out when he heard that someone had said about 4 cars getting towed. I mean, I didn't see it personally, so I can't vouch for anybody getting towed. But none of the convoy's vehicles got towed, which was a good thing. There goes another one. Theos. That one at least had a patch on that you could read. Motorcycle that was riding up between the vehicle, the truck in front of me, and the car beside it. Like I said, this is the first time that I've been streaming as I've been driving because I'm going away from the sun. Oh, here we got somebody getting their camera out. I guess that was just a photo op. But he's also looking in his rear view mirror, so he must be looking at the cars behind also. Okay. No, I would not want to live in LA. I do not care how much you paid me. I do not care how wealthy I would be. I would rather live on an island in the middle of the sea. Yeah, it's like commute. Can you imagine commuting every day? Who was that? Somebody who wanted to beep?
Giving us love.
Ah, somebody giving love. How about that? One vehicle out of how many? Giving us love. That's good. We'll take all we can get. No, they just passed some Patriots too on the other convoy. Can you believe the divine in that?
No, there's love everywhere. People appreciate what we're doing, they just can't participate. However, they can. They can call their representatives and remind their representatives that they work for us.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, the wind, when you open windows,
Yeah.
it echoes back. So, no. I wanted people to hear what you were saying.
Well, we
So
need
that's
to,
why I rolled up your window so that you can tell the people what you could repeat. Tell the people. What are they supposed to do?
call your representatives. Remind them that they work for us. These bills, if you want me to, I'll read them.
Yeah, read them off. That's,
If y'all can hear this, I don't know if you can or not.
yeah, I have the speaker pointed over towards you, so they should be able to
Okay,
hear you.
there's 10 bills that they're trying to pass right now, which literally takes your rights away from your kids because of the fact that the doctors can now use them as experiments. If these bills pass, they have all the rights in the world to get the police to make your kid become their medical lab rat.
Experiment. Yeah.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
vaccine
just
work group
watch the.
of Democratic legislatures in California want to revoke your constitutional rights. If you don't know what your constitution is, all I can tell you, please do your research. Look up the constitutional rights. Understand what's going on around you. Research, fact check, listen to lives. None of the mainstream media is covering this. Today we had 5 copters, man, going around on top of us the whole time we were walking around town, handing
Oh,
out those flyers.
really?
Yes, I seen them hover like 5 different times so they know we're here. You seen us coming out. You seen the copter. It's the same one. It's like they know we're here.
Yeah.
We are making a difference, you know, and
Yeah.
our voices will be heard because people, like today it was cool because like maybe out of a group of 60 people, 4 woke up today, awakened today.
That's cool.
That's you know, I mean, even if it's one person at a time, these are our freedoms that we're
It was a
losing.
seed that was planted.
Yeah, but these are our freedoms that we're losing.
Right.
There are no less than 10 bills being presented to the California legislature for voting in the next 2 weeks. This is the main reason that we're headed to, where are we going from here?
Oh, what? Martial law?
No. Where are we going from here? What part of Cali?
Oh, we're heading back to is it
Banning? We are in
Banning,
Banning
thank
now,
you.
right?
What's that?
We're in Banning now, right?
Yeah, we're in Banning now. Oh, you're talking about Sacramento.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
because this
we're
is
heading
where
there on
this is
Sunday.
where this is gonna be happening. All right, it's SB 871 adds COVID-19 injection to list of immunization for public, private school, regardless of the FDA approval.
Okay, you fact checkers. She is reading from a pamphlet that is
Stop
law.
the tyrannical 10.
Stop the tyrannical 10.
Call your reps today before it's too late.
It is the bills, talking about the bills. We are using our First Amendment and freedom of press to express our grievances to our government.
All right, the second bill is AB 2098, classifies anti-COVID medical opinion as unprofessional conduct, subject to discipline by medical board, loss of medical license. SB 866, which is the third one, lowers the age of vax consent to 12 years old without parental consent or knowledge. The fourth one is SB 920, authorizes the medical board to inspect the doctor's office and medical records without the patient's consent. Okay, SB 1464 requires law enforcement to enforce public health guidelines or lose their funding. Okay, and then the next one is SB 1479, requires schools to create long-term testing plans and report test results to CDPH. All right, and the next one is SB 1390. Prohibits any person, entity from making statements the government deems untrue or misleading by any means, including on internet ads. All right, the next one is SB 1184. Authorizes school health personnel to disclose child's medical info without parents' consent to a third party. That's where you kind of lose your rights. AB 1797 creates an immunization tracking system giving all government agencies access to vax records for all persons. The last one, AB 1993, requires proof of COVID vax for all employees and independent contractors to work in California. And your founding members that are trying to pass this bill, the founding members of the tyrannical vaccine work group include Senators Dr. Richard Pan, Scott Weiner. Dr. Richard Pan is, I would say, Sacramento, 916-651-4006. Districts 916-651-1529. And then 916-262-2904. And that's for Dr. Richard Pan. Scott Weiner, Sacramento, 916-651-4011. The district is 415-557-1300. Josh Newman, Sacramento, 916-651-4029. District 714-525-2342. Your assembly members are Akila Weber, MD, Sacramento, 916-319-2079. District 619-537913.
And for those of you who are listening, if you want to go and grab a piece of paper and a writing utensil and come back, Kim is going to repeat it for those of you who didn't have a chance to take it all in, because it is pretty much of a shock and a slap in the face as to what the government in California is trying to do. So don't worry about it. Those of you who already grabbed a paper and pen, you're all good to go. We're going to continue, or shall I say Kim's going to continue. And
the ones that are really
wait a minute, hold on.
Where are you at, buddy?
1 minute. They were just calling for Big Freedom.
Uh-oh.
That was on Zello. Okay, go ahead. You
Alright,
get back yet.
Your U.S. Senators, Alex Padilla, which is in D.C., 202-224-3553. And in Sacramento, it's 916-448-2787. In L.A., it's 310-231-4494. And this is another senator, Dianne Feinstein.
Ah, the lovely.
DC 202-224-3841. San Francisco 415-393-0707. In LA it's 310-914-7300. And then our beloved US representatives, Miss Nancy Pelosi.
What?
DC
Nancy Pelosi?
202-225-4965.
Oh, repeat that. Yeah, repeat hers.
In
now.
DC, it's 202-225-4965. In San Francisco, our number is 415-556-4862. The thing with all these passing of these laws, basically what it does, if you're not reading it and reading it right, please educate yourself. Research the Constitution. Learn how many rights we've actually lost. Because what we're standing up for is trying to bring it back. But we can't without help and we can't without bodies. And if you can't be out here riding with us while we're out here passing out pamphlets and waking people up, show us support. Call your representatives. We're doing this out of love. It's not for us. It's for the babies. The babies aren't taught social. They're taught all socialism. There's no kids that have shop classes. There's no kids that are taught life skills. They're put behind a computer and they're taught to be programmed. That's not what our kids are. All these kids that I'm around out here in this movement right here, we got what, about 30 kids? They're all on dirt bikes. They're all interacting with each other. Hey, they're even wheeling and dealing, getting the snacks, selling them for $1. You know what I mean? But they're out here. They're out here being kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would have been my boys. Wheeling and dealing with
with
candy, cookies,
filled eggs. You know what I mean?
chips.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And it's just the kids, and they're doing it, for a little money in their
Yeah,
pocket.
and they're probably going up to the adults who don't want to get off their butts to go down to get a snack for themselves. So,
right. So,
you know?
yeah. But they're learning, and
That's
they're
it.
socializing with each other. There is no, wow. There's no, God, we don't talk about somebody's sexual identity, do we?
No.
We
You
break
are what
bread
you
with
are.
each other. We love God. We say pledge allegiance to the flag. We appreciate
God
our
and
flag.
country.
Every one of us out here carry a flag. Make sure that flag doesn't touch the ground.
God, country, family.
We need God back, man. I mean, they've shut it out so much.
Good, orderly direction.
If they passed a law to take mom and dad out of it, then now you're a parental unit. Now you have absolutely no right to your child because you are a parental unit. That gives the government, a unit. It's taken human out of it, and now you are a unit.
Exit 47, and we got next exit 4. Yeah, Rosemead, 4 exits.
Did you get
Does
that?
that count?
What I just said?
Yeah. That you can kiss your kids goodbye.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, hey, you want to read that again for those that I had said about grabbing a pen and a paper?
Okay, now your major senators.
Okay, now this is for the bills that she had read earlier. So if you miss those, you can always go back again. But you really want to know who to
you're
call.
calling, which is Dr. Richard Pan, Scott Weiner, and Josh Newman. Those are your senators. All right,
Those are the senators who introduced the bill? Is that
the founding members of the tyrannical vaccine work group.
who introduced? Okay, go right ahead.
All right, Dr. Richard Pan, Scott Weiner, and Josh Newman. They have Sacramento numbers. They have district numbers. District of what? I don't know. But
Well, each in their own
Sacramento is 916-651-4006. Richard Pan is in 2 districts, 916-651-1529, and then you have 916-262-2904. Scott Weiner, Sacramento, 916-651-4011. District 415-557-1300. Josh Newman, Sacramento, 916-651-4029. His district number is 714-525-2342. The assembly members are Akila Weber, MD, Buffy Wicks, Cecilia Aguiar Curry, Evan Lowe. Akila Weber, MD, is Sacramento, 916-319-2079. Her district is 619-531-7913. Buffy Wicks, Sacramento, 916-319-215. District 510-286-1400. Cecilia Aguiar Curry, excuse me, Sacramento, 916-319-2004. Districts 530-757-1034. Cecilia Aguiar Curry has 3 districts, so bear with me. 707-224-0440. And the last one, 707-576-0400. And then you got Evan Lowe, Sacramento, 916-319-2028. His district, 408-446-2810. Your U.S. Senators, Alex Padilla, D.C., 202-224-3553. Sacramento, 916-448-2787. LA, 310-231-4494. Diane Feinstein, DC, 202-224-3841. San Francisco, 415-393-0707. And the LA number is 310-914-7300. And your U.S. representative is Nancy Pelosi, in D.C., 202-225-4965. And San Francisco, 415-556-4862. Ladies and gentlemen, it is seriously time to wake up and learn that the government works for us. Unless we allow these bills to pass, they have no power. Until we wake up and say, no, 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 they're going to keep passing bills underneath our nose by diverting our attention with some other crazy stuff, so we ain't paying attention to what they're going to sneak right under our nose. And when that happens, that's what a woke person does.
Yep.
That's not what an awake person does.
And if you don't count or contact your representatives, they can say, oh, well, we didn't know. No one told us. Oh, there's an accident over there on the right.
I want to finish up by our driver's declaration, whether we're in four-wheelers, we're in big trucks, we're in campers, whatever we're driving, we are staying together in this movement, hand in hand. We leave no man behind for any reason. Driver's Declaration, we the people of the United States, in order to restore our once perfect union, reestablish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense of all, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty, do ordain and establish the restoration movement of the People's Convoy for the United States of America. We demand the declaration of our national emergency concerning the COVID-19 pandemic be lifted immediately, and our cherished Constitution reign supreme. We are the people of the United States of America, and we stand together under the banner of freedom. Freedom is the one thing that unites us all. Liberty flows through us, all of our veins.
Amen to that.
We the people.
And that's what we got to do. It's we the people. I mean, we the people have allowed our government to totally take advantage of their positions in power.
A lot of us have given up everything we have to be out here, and it's not for us. It's for everybody around us that we love.
That's it.
gonna leave behind.
I don't know anybody out here who has not made a sacrifice in order to be a part of this, in order to wake people up. It's like, hey, no mandates. This is an attempt for the elite to take control of the world. And they have been planning this for a long time. And if you do your research, you will find some at the People's Convoy.org. And if you want to find out who's who and what's what, check out amazingpolly.net.
Can I read one of the first
Oh, yeah, go right
amendment?
ahead.
Just the first one. The First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Protect the First Amendment. Support the CBLDF. I mean, we're out here doing everything that we can to make sure.
Yeah, I've got the First Amendment equals. I've been pushing for our First Amendment platform since 2011, when Asheville government took away our funds to silence our public access TV station, or I should say media station, where the people had a platform in which to communicate.
Can I just explain what this?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is something that people kind of leave in the background, all right? Because like everybody's all about let's get rid of the mandates, and the passports and all that's well and good, guys. But I want you to listen to this. What is the COVID-19 emergency declaration? It is like a state of emergency declared for a region struck by a tornado, hurricane, earthquake, etc. It unlocks money needed for recovery. The declaration also gives the president special powers. When a national emergency is declared, the entire country is subject to those special powers. President Trump declared a national emergency with Proclamation 9994 on March 13, 2020. President Biden extended it on February 24th, 2021, and again March 18th, 2022. These special powers include the authority to seize your property, institute martial law, seize and control all transportation and communication, regulate the operation of private enterprise. Over 66,000 doctors agree COVID-19 is no longer a national threat. Call your representatives in your Congress or Senate today. Tell them it's time to end the COVID-19 emergency declaration.
And you are listening to Kim,
And we got a mission statement too.
who is my co-pilot today. I just saw another convoy member flying past us on the left, so
Okay, we have a
we're
mission
still
statement.
good to go. Go right ahead, Kim.
This is the People's Convoy mission statement. Americans love our freedom and love our Constitution in the United States of America. This convoy aims to bring back our freedoms, our civil liberties, and bring an end to all constitutional mandates. This is about our rights as well as the freedom of future generations. It's not about political parties, but more so about government that has forgotten its place and has no regard for our founding fathers' instruction, the Constitution. And that goes back to they work for us. It's time to end the declaration of national emergency concerning the COVID-19 pandemic and restore our nation's Constitution.
Amen to that.
Much love, you guys. I hope, that helps you out. And your viewers out because we so need to start getting this everywhere.
Oh yeah, the information has to get out. Well, I mean, we do have choice. If you like your freedom, then do something about it.
Right.
If you like being locked up like you have been
In fear.
since March of 2020,
Now I understand this. I'm going to show you what card I pulled. You're gonna laugh.
then
Hold on.
it's the free will of the
Oh, come
people.
on, what did I do with it?
Oh no, that isn't. Here I thought somebody had their car all marked up, but it's congrats class of. It's not a convoy, even though it started with a C. Kim's riding with me, and she brought her tarot deck along, and
I'm trying to show you what card I
she
pulled. 'Cause
had
it freaked
pulled
me out
one.
till that.
Freaked you out, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a
Oh,
little?
Yeah, you'll see why in a minute.
So when did you pull the card?
While you were driving.
Ah. Another one of those divine things while I was driving while you were talking. It had come in on Zello about, oh, you're riding free and clear now. And that's when we were riding free and clear.
Right.
But I haven't heard anybody say about the other convoy being in bumper to bumper again. The devil, is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, that's the one I pulled. But that went back to the last. You go back and
well,
read
the
your-
devil is an end of a new beginning.
No,
But it's also
it's ego.
it's ego, and not just ego. It is also with the government and how evil the
Exactly, that's what I was
government
saying. The devil.
has been. So
But that makes
was
sense of
really
why I pulled that
interesting, and
card
that's
now.
kind of like, is that when we pulled it now, or
I pulled it after we got done.
the convoy?
Yeah, when we were on the ride back.
Okay.
But that makes sense because that was before I started reading all this,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what it's all about. It's a fight over good and evil,
Yep.
over light and dark. Do we
It's all
enlighten the
spiritual.
masses,
Right.
or do they stay in the darkness of their zombie state?
Dude, I'm telling you right now. This shit turns out I ain't doing no Walking Dead shit, dude. I better have me a machete something.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even playing.
I know. I guess I should have watched The Walking Dead a
Oh, I
little
watched
bit more.
every episode, man.
Yeah, so you know how to kill them.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how do you kill them and not bring
Cut
them
their
back
head
to
off,
life?
pop them in the head. You gotta, poke them. Anything in the head will kill them. You do anything in the bottom or you get bit by them, you're done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to kill them through the head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the hard part would be somebody
Or
that
chop
you
their
love.
arms off and their legs, and that way they can't come at you and then finish them off. Whatever works.
Well, yeah, I guess so. As long as when you chop off an arm, it doesn't reproduce.
I had a dream about 6 months before my son died. I decapitated something in my dream, and I didn't even think twice about it, dude. It was just done. I didn't even have to think. But it was gross, man, because it was so detailed. Ooh.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was a dream.
Yeah. Might have been a dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we know we've been here before.
On the way in, I did get to see those Hollywood letters on the side of the
Yeah, I
mountain,
didn't.
but my phone would not take pictures. It was black coming into Hollywood, and only when I shut it down and turned it back on when we were sitting downtown, did my camera start working again.
Motherfucker's gonna get in my
So
ear.
we had gone into West Asheville with Alex Glasgow. So if you want to check out his YouTube account or YouTube
Oh,
channel,
we had a blast. He's got me
that'll
going
show you. Yeah, they had a whole lot of fun. I mean, there was, I think, a little bit more confrontation and friction rather than open acceptance of the message that you were trying to freely give to people to wake them up.
Some wanted it and some didn't, but you know what? It didn't discourage me either. I mean, because for as much as I want to help everybody that's out here, I can't. I can't wake people up. Like
Right.
there was a lady when we were talking and everything, and I was smiling, and actually I was doing my cards. You know what I mean? And she honked at us like that, and she took a picture, and I thought she was taking a happy picture, and then she looked at me and went like this,
Oh,
and I
gave you
just
the
smiled and
flying
waved.
bird.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And some people you can't wake up. You
No.
know they're already
No.
got.
And the big thing about that one is you can't take it personal either.
I don't. I mean, it's your choice. You want to be back, that's on you. I should not be forced to. I should not be forced, or I should not have the choice, really, to kill a baby over a year old. Are you kidding me? That's another law they're trying to pass. No.
Yeah, we don't have that information on that bill or that number, but that one is tabled.
In Maryland. In Maryland, where
Oh,
I'm
is it
from.
Maryland?
Yes, maybe.
Oh,
Yes,
heavy
ma'am.
traffic on lane 3. How about that? Wonder if that's still that other convoy. Because we're in lane 3 and heavy traffic.
Yeah, I gotta have some air. I'm sorry.
Nope. Must have been the other one. Yeah, hopefully that isn't too bad. But we're on our way back to home base today, April the 13th, Wednesday. And we went into West Asheville today. West Asheville today. Asheville, oh my. Hollywood, Hollywood. Feedback. Yeah, there we go. I'll be blasting everybody out. Nobody will be wanting to listen.
I know, but I'm sweating really, really bad.
Oh, well, all you had to do was say, and I'll turn on some air. There we go. Let me know if that's good or if we have to adjust it. It sounded like somebody went to Malibu. Oh, somebody's asking, you want to get on the Zello
Give me
and...
1 minute. I'll be on.
Alright, hot flash, huh? Kim is hot flashing right now. So hang on, and she'll roll up the window and yell, won't get as much airstream. So hang on. I'm live, so I can't answer that Zillow, or Zello has 2 outlets out here in West Asheville, or West Hollywood. Wow. Something's going on in Asheville. Wonder what it is. I'll have to check out what's going down in town when I get to shut down and stop.
Sorry.
Oh, no worry, no worry. I remember those days well.
But it's like I'll be freezing
and then all of a sudden you get hot. Yeah, the hot flashes of the change. Yeah, evening primrose. That's something that I used in Black Cohosh.
I need to do something.
Health food store. Evening primrose comes in a capsule. Although I do think evening primrose is an oil, and it really helped with my hot flashes. Excuse me, and also Black Cohosh. That is an herb. I use both of them when I had my hot flashes.
If you're gonna go on an excursion, I only have a certain amount of money right now.
Yeah. Yeah, evening primrose, to tell you the truth, that's getting more available, not just in your health food stores anymore. It's just knowing the manufacturer of the product.
Right.
That's a big part of getting supplements of such. But since I'm not a doctor or a nurse or trained in a official medical field, I can only share what my experience is. And for Mama, it's like they probably have to go because where we were parked, it was all macadam and really no place for them to relieve themselves. So I'm sure that they're ready to get home too. The puppies. The puppies are crying. So yeah, can you get on Zello and let them know that the major part of the convoy is slowly but surely headed east on I-10, and I'm not sure what ETA is because it's not coming up on my headphone as to how many miles. Yeah, they're ready to stop and get out and run.
Her belly's getting hard.
Her belly's getting hard. Yeah, when her belly gets hard, those are, I guess, what you call practicing eggs until she's in real labor. And then that's what happens. Her belly will get hard like a rock, and yeah, Bella's excited, of course. Bella, you wanna go sit with Cam? We're trying to talk Bella and going and sit with Cam, so she isn't as uncomfortable. We are heading west from our adventure in West Hollywood today. Yeah, I wouldn't move her. If she doesn't want to come, then, you know.
I'm just gonna help her, but this one might.
Yeah, but if she, that's what I meant. She might come over, but it might have been, like, if she is having a contraction, then it might be in the middle of it. And if you're wondering who's possibly having contractions, that would be my precious Bella May. My mother of the other 3 chihuahuas that I have. Girls, behave.
Come on, now you're crowding her. Stop.
They're trying to climb on Kim. Kim's sitting in their seat. And Bella doesn't want to go over and sit. So the other puppies are crowding around, and Thomas is in the back, and Bella's due like any day now. Well, I had 60 days is like 15, and they take anywhere between 60 and 63 days. So, I do know who the father is, even though she's the one who chose to have one more litter. Trust me, I wasn't happy over her. And I was in denial and praying for a false pregnancy, but it went a little bit too obvious, and so she will have another litter of puppies. And, well, maybe she'll be lucky and it won't be moving by the time she has them. We are heading back, and hopefully you guys got to see some of the views.
Oh, it's absolutely
And oh, look at the houses up on top of the hills here.
absolutely beautiful. Cold, but beautiful.
Cold houses?
Well, no, I mean that the weather is colder than what I'm normally used to when I've been in
Oh, the
California.
weather. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, it definitely was on the chilly side in California. I mean, I can't just say it was on the chilly side since I've been here. My adventure in California, we went along the border. So it was interesting looking at the topography in the southernest part of California. They were great big boulders, and the mountains were made of great big round boulders. So I found that really fascinating. And there was a whole bunch of different kinds of, whether it's the stone, I have seen quite a lot of quartz in the ground out where our camp is. And then we had gone in through the desert, and then you see the mountain ranges. And I have to say that the topography of California has been exciting. There's that memorial I was telling you about right there to the right. That Forest Lawn Memorial Park.
Yeah,
The statues out front were
they're all
pretty cool.
great.
Yeah, yeah, I like visiting graves. I like visiting those old ones. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down. So hopefully that temperature will be suitable for everybody. And if not, let me see. Make sure he's staying in the same lane. Lane 2. Car behind me is a flag. Car behind them is a flag. So Mike has 4 cars behind him that I can see with flags. And that was at a glance. So if you want to let them know, we are at exit 41 on I-10, and we have to go to 99 on I-10. So let me see how many. That would give us about an hour. Would I be correct in that? Well, he's flying at 65, so 45 minutes to an hour. Like I said, one of the drivers can't drive out after dark, so we are flying as quickly as our brooms will allow us. For those of you who say, what? You're flying and not driving? Correct. And once we stop, I'll check out the stream and see
How far till we get there?
how it is. Well, this is coming up. I think we're coming up on exit 42, and we want exit 99 off of I-10. So that would be 50 some miles, and that's why I'm guesstimating an hour, depending on traffic. Okay, exit 43. So that would still be 56 miles. I mean, I could say an hour and a half, but I don't want to put it longer than I really want it. How's that? So that's why I'm going to say, ETA about an hour. Yeah. What time is it now? Do you have time? Oh, wait a minute, I know. My clock says 9:55.
6:50.
Yeah, I still have my clock in my car set on Eastern, so I have to remember to subtract three hours. So yeah, 6:54, 6:55. That means that so there's a good chance we'll be whoa. Yeah, we'll be getting back a little bit after dark. Hopefully he'll be okay to drive. Hopefully there will be enough of vehicles, which reminds me he's in the white truck. Can you see the white truck back there? No? Don't see? It's a white vehicle behind it, but it's not a truck. Got love? Cool. Somebody's showing their love. That's a cool thing. You always like getting the people that are driving past your billboard giving you love. Like I said, on the back of my vehicle, it says First Amendment equals freedom. And then I have what that First Amendment consists of, because how many people really do know I saw brake lights ahead, so didn't really want to maintain that same speed and keep up on his butt, but might have been brake more so. Oops, hold on. Looks like you're coming out of the carrier a little bit on those. What do you say? Well-maintained California roads that are using how much of our funds to maintain? Although this is pretty nice, I can imagine how much time and labor it cost to put this part in. We just passed exit 46 on I-10 eastbound. Well, I'm not sure. There's something that had just shown up on my screen, and nothing I can really do about it. I don't have chat on, so if anybody's chatting, I'm definitely not going to be able to read it while I'm driving, so I don't even have it on. And where chat would be shown is where I just saw those trees that you just passed. So, hopefully it hasn't been um, too much of the sky. Although we did have the moon in it, I'm not quite sure if you can still see the moon up there, even though the moon is still above us. It is now, I'd say, about 10 o'clock in the sky in the evening, or yeah, in the setting sky. So yeah, it was an eventful day. Kim had fun. So I think that I'm gonna let Kim tell you about the fun that they had and the people and the experiences that they had when they were downtown. Me, I was just the parking meter maid, making sure that everyone's meters were fed so that they did not get towed like the Mercedes that was reported to have been. So, Kim, what'd you do today?
Well, awakened people. We passed out pamphlets. Um, we had Simon on the speaker. We danced In God We Trust. Um, we had just a few people that weren't interested. We had more that were interested than the ones that were.
The ones that were aggressive.
We didn't really have too many of those.
Were you with Alex the whole time?
No.
Ah, see, I only saw what was on Alex's live stream. So when I was listening and watching Alex's live stream, it seemed like he had a lot of negative, no thank you, and very few of the people wanting any information. So you had a much better experience?
Well, yeah, we split up. We all did our different things, you know what I mean? It's all about how you approach the situation, too. Like, I was standing back, and when they were giving out the 10 bills being passed for California, I was right behind them with the declaration, because if we don't get the Emergencies Act lifted, all this is futile. She's getting uncomfortable, like really uncomfortable.
Yeah, she probably has to relieve herself, I'm sure of that. And I do have a puppy pad down in the back, but it would be a little bit more on the difficult side for her to climb over to get back down in.
Right.
But there again, if we come to a point where it's a standstill, well, then they would all want to jump out. Bella, if you have to go potty, go back on and potty paper. Potty paper's on the floor. Go in the back and go potty. See, Bella really hates to go potty on potty pads.
Yeah.
Bella is one of those where she wants to go outside and it has to be in particular places. That's why I could not have taken her out where we were at because it was all macadam and cement, and she's, I guess you could say, a good girl. She only goes on something that absorbs her urine.
Right.
So how many people were you with when you were out there?
We were all pretty much together.
What, except for Alex?
No, Alex was, yeah, pretty much.
What, he went off on his own?
Well, no, but he wasn't.
He just wasn't as close to you guys?
No.
I had heard saying something about two different sides of the street because there were two
Yeah,
the
because we were told
megaphones.
that the cars were being towed.
Yeah, but that wasn't until everybody back at or they had the other ones had come back, and they were there for like 45 minutes waiting,
Right.
trying to get a hold of Alex to, hey, because our change was getting low, and like I said, a quarter for 7 minutes, and we had how many meters?
Right.
Let me see, was it 3, 4, 4, 8, 12? I think it was 12 meters that I was feeding. So, let me see, 7, and that would be 7 minutes divided 60, or 7 into 60 is, it doesn't go 1. So, how much is that for a minute? Okay, 7 minutes for a quarter. So a
Damn.
quarter is 7, and 4 quarters would be almost, well, 49. So $2. Is that $2 an hour?
Probably.
For 12 cars. And they were gone at least a couple hours. So yeah, it was quite a few dollars for
Right.
parking. Yeah, because I think that some of them did put max in, already put the $2 in. So then it was just to because it was over 2 hours. So I think it was at least 2.5 hours. Yeah, it had to be as many quarters as I put in. But that was my adventure for the day. But it wasn't boring. There was a man who was there, and he was homeless. And at first you wouldn't have known that he was homeless. But he was talking about that tent that was collapsed around the corner. Didn't know who it was, whose it was. It was sitting in the middle of the sidewalk, had a sandwich set up beside it, and nobody around. So whether it was somebody's tent and it blew in the wind, whether it was somebody's tent, that's where he parked it, and it was wrong, on top of it, who knows? But that person, the owner of that tent, didn't come by. But the guy that had come by, he did share his story. Let me see. Laura was there, Mike was there, the lady from New Mexico was there, and they were talking to him, giving him encouragement. And then I guess, he felt better and was back on his merry journey. So we're just gonna cruise this lane. Usually I like to see ahead of me as far as possible because of driving, but I'm driving behind someone who knows how to drive, so that makes it a little bit more enjoyable. I know when he's doing a brake check, it's for a reason. And I know if we're moving at a safe distance, then I'm just seeing brake checks on and off up ahead of me, so that's a good thing. Okay. How are you on the hot flash?
Alright. Uh-oh. What are you doing? I got a bunch of dogs on my lap. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, I noticed that there is a lot of smog in LA. I was wondering about, well, there again, I could say on the outskirts. It was interesting because the skies were bluer in LA. And I saw, I mean, blue enough to see an airplane going over, and there wasn't a chemtrail, so that was kind of shocking.
I know you want to drink as soon as you get out. I'll give you one.
Yeah, puppies are all thirsty. I'm sure of that. Although I did have the water up on the front seat while you guys were gone, so it wasn't like they couldn't get a drink. They got one too. Okay, speed limit 55. And I'm not quite sure what mile marker we're at.
I'm sorry. Bunch of girls up.
Okay, we have California Welcome Center, exit 57. You know, if we weren't flying in a convoy to get back, I would really like to stop at a Welcome Center and grab a California map. That was something that I didn't dare do crossing the other state lines for fear of trying to catch up to the convoy, not knowing where the destination was. That was a couple of times, and it's not a good feeling when you're following in a convoy and you have no idea where the destination is. I mean, it's like if you know where the destination is, it's not bad. You know, like now, I mean, yeah, I could pull over, but we're getting into setting sun. It does look beautiful behind us. I mean, other than seeing that beautiful color in the reflections. Ah, it looked like an officer that just passed on a motorcycle. He had some blue lights on, blue running lights. Not blue light, special one. Yeah, I can see. I'll move that down just a little bit, adjust it differently. But like I said, this is the first. Okay, this car wants to cross in front of me. Alright. You going? Are you going? No? Alright, well, let's turn my right back on. I've got to fix my turn signal. While I'm at it, I'm going to replace my headlights. And I guess I could actually take off my sunglasses at this point in time. Although every now and then the sun does catch me in my rearview mirror. So I guess I might have to put it down just a phase. Because it does catch me in the eyeballs, even though they say it's good at a certain period of a sunset to look into the sunset to gain the energy from the setting rays. And you know how it is when you're watching ice. You can watch it to a certain point, and then that's it. Girls, why don't you hop in the back? Hop up with Thomas. Go in the back.
Come on, Chucho. Oh, don't you growl at me, you won't.
You hear that Carmela's growling. Her usual growling when she doesn't agree with the decision being made. Yeah, now she's gonna growl at the girls. She's gonna take it out on the others. It's like, oh, it was because of you.
No, stay up there, you guys. Give Mom a break. Look at the way she's sitting. It really be stuff coming down on top of her.
Puppies, get back. Stay.
No.
Stay. Go in the back. Stay off the bell. Girls? Sorry if I yell in your earbuds for anybody who's listening. But my poor Convoy dog is expecting any moment, and these roads, I'm sure you can see when we're bouncing, aren't exactly to her liking either. Not on a probable ladder. And she doesn't want to go in the back to be on a pad because she needs to do that. Come on, Belle. Come on, Belle. Go on over. Belle, go on over. Come on. Go on over on her lap. Good girl. Good girl. You can sit on Kim's lap. There you go. Girls, you stay back.
Yeah, I don't want to come down on it. You see what they're doing? Right
Yeah.
over the top of her, they would have come down here.
Yeah. Yeah, they like
Look,
to.
she's got her butt up in the air. She's gonna get mad.
Girls, sit. Bella, stay.
She starts going into labor, y'all back the hell off.
We only have 36 miles to go.
No, y'all ain't no. This is her space. I don't care. You got the whole thing. Just let her rest a little bit. Look, she's really comfortable.
It's Sophie.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, and that's
Back. Brody? Girls.
Get off her butt. Away from her butt. Just let her relax, okay? She's gonna bite your foot up and she's gonna figure you out that she knows stuff up there.
This is the West Hollywood Convoy on April the 13th, going back to home base in Banning, getting some love from a trucker that just passed us. Prime link showing support. Message is getting out there, and it's nice when we do receive that love and appreciation from others, knowing that what we're doing is fighting for we the people's freedom. Because that's what we's doing. That's why we're driving out here, not just wasting gas. Everyone is making a sacrifice.
No. That doesn't mean that your way. That means go back where you came from.
I'm just gonna let Kim take care of them. She's making the girls stay back, even though they wanna get up in their seat.
I know, but hers like ready to pop.
Oh yeah, you know it. Bella May is very uncomfortable.
She is getting ready.
Yeah. It's like feeling her belly, seeing where it's at, and yeah, feels like the puppies might be getting into position. Her belly is definitely dropped, so we'll take her back and
Get her set up.
get her set up. I had planned on, while everybody was out there on the streets, I had planned on Brody. You leave Bella alone.
No, what she wants is to get underneath that damn blanket, underneath Bella.
Oh, yeah. They're chihuahuas.
I know, well,
chilly
he's down
for
there
them.
too, and she don't want
Yeah,
that one.
they're true chihuahuas.
I
They
don't
like
want that
them.
one.
Yeah, they like the good fluffy ones, and they're all the way in the back. Oh, now that we're out of rush hour traffic, I feel good enough to smoke a cigarette.
No.
Whew. Oh, what a day. Now, the bad thing about that, I do have to crack my window a little bit so I get that cigarette smoke out. So hopefully that wind distortion is not too bad for those of you who are
You know what
watching.
you can do is just be polite and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and mute this for a minute. That way they get to see the scenery. You get to enjoy your cigarette with the window down, and they don't hear the wind.
Oh, that could be. But considering I don't know how to mute it while I'm driving,
Well, if
other
you'll
than
slide it out
to
of there
stop
for
it.
me, I'll do it for you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then, sorry about the people, but you're fixing to hear some wind. Because the dog's done farted, I'm sorry about that. Could have been mine, it could have been yours, I don't know.
Well, considering she's got one at her feet, one at her lap, and a couple of them beside her, we don't know whose it was.
The culprit, no. And you got little lady up, Sissy, the one I call Sissy, right up behind your head. Thomas, oh my goodness.
What's that?
Oh my God.
What, you think it's Bella leaving farts?
It's pretty stinky. Oh my, I
Because
can't.
I'm not smelling them.
Bullshit. How could you not? Oh my God. One of them farted. I don't see anything leaking out of her or anything. She did get freaked out when I was checking her.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see. Her hoo-ha looks really swollen. I was like,
Yeah, I remember when she had the litter in the car. We were, she wasn't due for,
I
another
got
3
you.
days.
Yeah.
So once it was like we had pulled over, my son was with me, one of my sons, and we had pulled over I don't know whether it was to get Cassie. I think well, no, because that would have been the end. Anyhow, we had pulled over and saw that Belle was in labor, so kept pulling over every now and then to check on her, and
That was a definite contraction, man. That whole puppy fucking moved.
yeah.
Kicking the shit out of her.
What's that?
Kicking the shit out of her right now.
They're kicking the shit out of her right now, or the poop. So that might be why she's farting.
The ones that are right here, they're really active.
Yeah.
How many you gonna pop out, Mama? You ain't big enough to pop out more than one or two.
Yeah, I think she's only gonna have 2. Well, there again, I am pregnant.
I'm sorry, but I feel
She
more
has
than
2 in there. What's that?
I feel more than 2.
Yeah, oh, you do feel more than 2.
I do. I'm just telling.
Well, if they're, I'm hoping that there are at least 2 because of the size factor.
Oh,
If
yeah.
there's
And the movement.
multiple, then they're not as large. And I think that was one reason why even though with the bumps and stuff,
She's breathing a little bit heavy.
it took the attention off of, ouch, Thomas!
You got me.
Holy sugar!
Getting ready.
Damn!
Like you crazy people.
Thomas, just as I said, likes to jump, leap, but when he really wants to go out, he uses you like a springboard. Say what?
Shallow breath.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah, shallow and fast.
Well, looks like Belly might be having her puppies. So if she's having puppies, then I will have
Can you
to
end up right here and
start another.
is that her breathing heavy or she just makes noise when she's breathing?
Spread out. Yeah, there you go, girl. Yeah, it's a puppy up in there. Yeah, I see her eyes are looking like there might be a little bit of pain there. Hold on,
A
Bella.
lot of pain. Yeah, that's her.
That's her farting?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. And let's see, we're not too far away from home base. Yeah, I think that we're gonna be okay.
Until we get back.
Once we get back there.
We'll get her set up.
Well, there again, it's
Get
like,
Buddy out of here.
what, 74. Okay, 25.
Yeah, right.
25 miles. Hang on, Thomas. Puppy pad is down on the floor if you need it. Just hang on. You already ate, so you're not
See how
too
shallow
bad.
she's breathing? No, just look inside.
Yeah, but it's easier to feel because of looking while I'm driving is not a good
No,
option.
just, I mean, you can see.
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, short bus, yeah. Yeah,
And her belly's a little bit tight. I'm trying not to push. I don't want to put any pressure on her because sometimes when we do that, we move the puppies,
yeah,
and that can make them out breach.
yeah.
So like,
And if they come out breech and the head is left in and it's too big, the puppy will die anyhow.
If one, oh yeah, that's definitely her. You don't smell that?
No. My nose isn't above her butt.
Well, dude, she's doing it right underneath mine.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's because she's
I'm
doing
hoping
it underneath your
farted,
butt.
but it smells a little bit raunchy in the fart.
Okay, Palm Springs, 47. Oh, that's interesting. Palm Springs.
Yeah, that would have been nice to go to, you
It's
know?
west of Banning. Yeah, it was definitely an adventure today. And we're getting very, very close to home base. So I think what I'll do is just say thanks for riding with on my first official live stream, first official Convoy live stream. It's not that I haven't gone live stream before and attempted to go live stream on a Convoy run. But this was actually the first that I put my camera up on the camera mount and was able to follow the car ahead of me, or the truck ahead of me. So thank you all for joining.
Have a great night, everybody.
I have got to sorry, like he actually wants in the next. No? Staying in
What are you
this one.
doing?
Okay. Well, I was looking at his turn signal. I thought he was missioning, but everybody's pretty much falling in behind. So, at that point, see you next time. Love y'all. Over now.